What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope everybody had a fantastic week. Took advantage of all the opportunities that are out there. This weekend should be super fun as well. Lots of stuff to be excited about on the horizon here. We've also got the Boxum public launch coming your way on Monday. If you're watching on the replay, make sure you check out the waitlist for that. We've got lots of some launch specials, all that kind of stuff coming your way. And then let me know if I can answer any questions that you guys have run into for your Amazon business recently. It's up over on Instagram, also on YouTube today. So let me know what you guys are running into. I'm just gonna hang out here, chop it up for a bit, answer some questions, and should be a good time. Prime Day is a few days away at this point, so that'll be a very fun day. Hopefully you guys got plenty of product ready to roll. Get your FBM shipping supplies ready to go, all that good stuff. And let me know. Let me go what you guys are running into. What's up, Hamza? How's it going? Do you think OA or RA is going to be more useful during Prime Day sales? I mean, at this point, it's maybe a little too late to source a lot you're going to be able to sell during Prime Day, just because it's 4 days from now. If you can go out to the store and do RA, you can absolutely find it in time though. Like go hit your local outlet store, hit the local Marshalls, Ross, whatever it is, whatever you got locally. If you got like a local mom and pop grocery store, those are really good as well. And hit those up. What's up, Manu? What's up, Robert, Sabrina, Candyman? What's up, y'all? Can you sell used books for Amazon listing? Yeah. Amazon doesn't usually sell used condition, so if you want to hop on that, that'd be the way to go. What up, Operation? How's it going, y'all? Keep pumping out the content. Love to see it. How would you source with no SellerAmp? I mean, why would you do that? It's $20 a month, Jay. You need to keep a SellerAmp, that type of thing. You gotta invest in a little bit of the tools, right? What up, Thomas? How's it going, man? Helped start 2 years ago. You sold $3 million. That's what's up. Keep up the good work, Thomas. How much you guys do in a month for these days? I feel like you guys are another like 100K up every time I talk to you. Sweet. Should you aim for perpetual growth or choose revenue? I mean, like just grow however fast you can, right? You're saying like, I got you. Yeah, it's your business, right? So if you want to set the same amount of work hours, that obviously you'd make more and more money per hour you work as you grow, right? That works too. If you're happy with making $5,000 a month profit and you want to take the foot off the gas and enjoy life a little bit more after that, then it's your business, right? That's kind of the beauty of it. 120, August gonna be 200 for sure. That's what's up. Keep it rolling there, man. That's awesome. Sweet. Y'all still rolling with the Discord and stuff? I was hearing lots of good things about the Discord. Any tips for getting more share of the buy box? Yeah, so buy box just comes down to like there's a lot of factors, but 95% of the buy box is just what's your price and what is your shipping speed, basically. So for the most part, if you're within like a percent or two of the buy box price and you have FBA shipping or like 0 to handling time FBM, that type of stuff, that's going to be what you can do there. The longer you stay in stock in a product, the more buy box you'll hog as well. It's kind of like a higher level thing, but sweet. Broke $300 in sales, woke up to 5 sales. Yeah, that's what's up, Omar. Keep it rolling, man. One day you will wake up with 5 sales and you'll be like, man, what's wrong? I only have 5 sales this morning, right? So like keep growing until the wins today are like bad days, right? You presenting it. Yeah, I'll be at United, Thomas. Are you coming through? We've also got on the horizon for all of you guys, if anybody is coming to ASD, we're hosting an event on Monday night of ASD in Las Vegas. Couple hours of content. There'll be some talks, that type of stuff, and then we'll just be drinks on SellerAmp and Boxum. So come and get some drinks, hang out with us. We'll send out more info on that. You'll be there too. Sweet. Yeah, I'll see you guys there then. After you've hit the point where you're doing too much FBM in a day, where do you look? I mean, if you're doing that much FBM, then probably hire somebody locally, because you've clearly found something that works really well, right? So you can either change your whole business model to do way more FBA, or you can just hire a family friend, neighborhood kid down the street, whoever wants to make $15-20 an hour, they can pack some orders for you. That is a fantastic problem to be running into. Keep up the good work there. Can you ungate with a store receipt from Ross? No. So you have to use an invoice with your information on it, and that would not have it on there. Be there too. Yeah, sweet. So I'll see you guys there at ASD and stuff. That's always a good time. I'm wondering if Prime Day sales are applied by Amazon or if the seller does. Yeah, so the sellers are going to set their like, some sellers will do like lightning deals and stuff like that, is what it is. That's more for like private label and stuff though. So for the most part, on the arbitrage side of things, you'll just have one of your best sales days of the year, because there's just gonna be so many more people on Amazon basically. So yeah, just make sure your prices are looking good. Raise prices on stuff that's about to go out of stock. Lower it on anything you've been stuck on for forever. It'd probably be a good opportunity to reset the store going into back to school and stuff. We'll box some show sales. Yeah, Brian. So we show sales, we show profit, in stock buy cost, in stock expected sales, all the basic analytics that you need to see, and then we'll be rolling out lots more more advanced analytics and stuff. Yeah. If you guys aren't sure what Boxem is, it's our brand new software that we're launching publicly on Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern. It helps you ship inventory to Amazon faster than ever. We got 2D barcodes, which leads to typically faster check-in times and stuff. So that alone pays for the software, plus saves you a bunch of time and money. So super excited to launch that on Monday. I'll do a little live launch party here on YouTube that night. Plus there'll be a launch week special in terms of pricing. So you want to make sure you're tuned in and see what's going on there. Sweet. How many Crayola items you buy for the BSR drops to 50? That is like a crazy fast seller. So yeah, you can rip those items, man. Yeah, just look and make sure that there's not like a crazy amount of new sellers hopping onto the listing, that type of thing. But from there, you'll be good to go. What's the best way to get leads? Yeah, Benjamin. I've got plenty of videos that walk you through that. Just look up any of the product sourcing videos on the channel, where we like look at specific good products to sell. The short answer is just use SellerAmp to look directly through other people's stores. And there's a lot more kind of like special sauce we can get into on that, but just go check out any of the product sourcing videos on the YouTube channel. That'll be a good way to do it. Sweet. Been watching for a while. Excited for you guys unboxing. Yeah. We've got lots of Amazon sellers using it already. We're excited to release it out to the public after we had a nice little early access. Lots of people are saving time and money with it, so we'll be converting the whole family will be using Boxem. We're excited to have you guys use a cheaper and better solution than what you're already using for your inventory. Nice little win-win on all fronts. Benjamin, just look at any of the product sourcing videos on the channel, man. Sweet. Do a challenge, ungate some profitable products. Yeah, Rona, I've got videos breaking down how to do ungating and stuff. I also did a video recently sourcing only brands that are auto ungated as well, so you can get rolling there. If BSR drops to 2 digits, you can get a buy box. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, sweet. Yeah. You going deep on some Christmas ASINs already? Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, there'll be lots of good items there. Whenever you hit the buy box on those like sub 1,000 sales rank, that type of stuff, yeah, keep Academy, keep up. Exactly. Yeah. Whenever you hit buy box on those like crazy low sales ranks, it is absurd. Y'all will hopefully all end up on something like that. Yeah. Why not try private label? I might at some point. There's just having too much fun scaling other businesses right now. Arbitrage is a lot more scalable than I thought when I started. And then yeah, just been enjoying helping you guys out, building software, that type of stuff. It's not a bad idea if you want to build a private label. I just like I like wholesale. I like cash flow models a little bit more. Yeah. What up, Drew? How's it going, man? Yeah, you've been Drew's been documenting like day by day. He shares basically exactly what he's up to, and I'm sure you can let me know if I'm wrong here, but I guarantee that that has led to some very profitable conversations for you. Introduced you to some sellers that you're probably a little bit a step ahead of you, that type of thing. And you're probably making way more money just from once a day. I see you posting like pictures of boxes and stuff. You're hanging out on the roadmap calls, all that type of stuff. Like, yeah. I'm excited to see the moon mission. You're I better see one hell of a December out of you, man. You've been you've been going at it. What products to be good to buy as a new seller on Prime Day? You're not necessarily going to be buying like a ton on Prime Day. I mean, there will be a lot of stuff to buy from competing websites, because they'll be competing with like Amazon, trying to get people to shop, on their website instead of Amazon that day, basically. Um, so you won't necessarily be buying too much like Prime Day specific. Um, but yeah, I mean, nice sales day. There'll be lots of sales going on, that type of stuff. Is Amazon Marketplace saturated? If it was, I would not be on here pretty much daily, helping you guys hop in on the same platform I'm selling on, right? Um, People have been asking me that since I started selling in 2018, and they will still be asking it 5 years from now, when there are still plenty of people making money. If you do the same thing over and over again for years and never adapt anything, then yeah, it probably is saturated. If you're a proper business owner and you know how to adapt and learn some new stuff constantly, then no, you always have an edge. Sweet. On listings with increased offers, do you buy and hold until the offer count goes down? Yeah, good question, Austin. So, you'll want to look at like how reasonable is it that the price will go back up is like a good question that I'll kind of ask myself. So, is the sale going away? Is it out of stock at my source? Like, is there any reason why it's hard for people to get it at the same cost that I bought it at? If it is, then I might hold out and wait, especially if it's like seasonally favorable. So, it's a backpack listing or crayon listing this time of year, right? You don't lower your prices right now, because that's about to go crazy. If it's something that has no seasonality, the price is still there, then yeah, you probably just make the sale and move that money to something that's better. Sweet. Normal. Send your invoice to get an email back saying this is a reminder. They probably you check your case log, Dane. They probably have a reason that they probably denied your ungate, and then they gave you a reason, like they didn't think you sent 10 units or something like that. Yeah, you can't sell those brands right now, Dante. Plenty of other good brands to sell though. Yeah, we're fairly clothes and shoes heavy, but Nike and Adidas aren't even one of the more important brands there. Obviously they're good brands to sell, but there's still plenty of profitable brands to dive deep on there. Sweet. You didn't start yet. What product should you start on? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't, like, the product itself you sell doesn't necessarily matter. You're buying good data, right? So you're buying data that proves that something sells well. Product itself doesn't matter. If you have personal interest in any certain category, then I would dive in with that. Start from there. If you don't, then just start digging through storefronts. Look at on my YouTube, or if you're on Instagram, up in the bio, there's like some free guides that you can dive into in terms of product sourcing and stuff. No, you cannot do drop shipping. That is against Amazon's terms of service. Sweet. Looking to quit the 9 to 5 in November, December. Yeah, that's what's up. Good work. Good work, Drew. That would be awesome. Not sure, Valentine. I thought they were all gated for now. So if you find opportunity, then dive onto it there. Sweet. Would you say it's worth paying for a leads list? Only if you have like a ton of money to get started out with, like $5,000-$10,000 at least, and then cancel the leads list after like a month, just because you only want to use it to show you like what a good leads look like, where can I find new leads, where's some coupons that I might not be aware of, because you don't buy anything that's on an actual leads list because it's gonna tank just by definition. They're sending it to 10, 20, 50 other people a lot of times, so those are not going to stay profitable. But if you got plenty of money and you just want to use it as like a learning experience, it can definitely expose you to like the types of items you want to look for. It's not the worst idea for that. I thought you could drop ship on Amazon. No, you could if you do it in a very specific way. Like you have to have a supplier that ships in brown boxes. Like you can't have it from like any retailer basically, and that's what most people think of when they're talking about drop shipping. Bought a product from Vitacost, save the receipt as PDF, sent it in. Yeah, keep submitting that, Dante. You're doing the right thing there. Yep. Sweet. Keep getting account does not qualify when you try to ungate anything. That shouldn't be the case, unless maybe are you an individual seller, or you're just plugging in a bunch of hard gated brands. But there's honestly not a ton of hard gated brands, so it's probably a seller account thing. If you can't figure it out, then I would open a case with Amazon. Where can you get leads? Sourcing them yourself is going to be the best way to do it there, man. And you can just dive in with look up, if you like, the very easiest way to find a product based on that question is look up SellerAmp reverse sourcing. That's going to treat you the best in terms of finding those first products. Sweet, yeah. Wholesale account has a very high minimum order quantity, but the profit listings sell less than that. Would you do FBM or skip them? Ooh, yeah, good question. If it's sometimes you'll see it where it's like 5-6 5-6 months of stock, where you probably have to buy it, send maybe 2 months to FBA, that type of thing, and then wait from there. If you have storage space to hold on to it, then yeah, it's not the worst idea. Just make sure that the ROI is worth the trade-off of having your money sit still, basically, right? Because if you alternatively could spend money that is more profitable today, or even less profitable today, and grow it twice, you know what I mean? Like, that might have you end up with more money after it's all said and done. Product source is one of your students. That's funny. Super valuable asset to biz, knows all this stuff. Yeah, that's what's up. Glad they're invested in themselves a little bit there. That's sick. Yeah. I've hired a couple virtual assistants from my own like comment section and stuff. We'll get comments from like VAs and stuff. I'll test them out, see how good they are. Because theoretically, if they've been watching my YouTube videos for a long time, they're probably pretty good. At least that's the idea. That's the hope, right? Thanks for the breakdown. Yeah, absolutely, man. Advice on order cancellations to your prep center, just having those stores shipped to you. Yeah. So if you have like a really big prep center, they might be blacklisted from certain retailers. So that's why I like before I ever work with a certain prep center, I'll ask them if they get packages from like my favorite, sources, basically. So that I know that I can, actually buy good quantity of that stuff from to my prep center. They might be blacklisted. You can also try like jigging the address, so change like misspell street, that type of stuff in the address, and then worst case, get a second prep center for anything you're having issues with there. How do you find wholesalers who sell to the public? Yeah, Amber, I've got a more detailed video. You can check it on that. Just search like Fields of Profit wholesale suppliers. But I mean, the short answer is just find a brand that you want to sell, and then Google local wholesale suppliers who sell that brand, basically, right? So if you're looking for, a certain grocery brand, then, grocery distributors, like, Little Rock, Arkansas, or whatever, right? Like wherever you are, just look for local distributors of that brand in your area, and kind of expand out from there. The reason for that is the shipping cost is going to be the lowest compared to looking at like a big national wholesaler, that type of thing. Yeah, that should work, Dane. Yeah, just keep submitting that. Sweet. What's up, Caleb? Haven't been hitting you in the Discord in a while. I ended up hitting 20K a month, just like you said. Exactly, man. That's what's up. Keep it rolling, Caleb. I want to see an even better back to school. You know how to do a really good back to school based on that growth there, man. I'm glad you called the shots for you a little bit there, right? Keep it rolling. Yeah, well, let's you can get at least 30 out of a back to school month. Probably even more if you really hit it hard. Kitchen item shows 36K sales a month with Amazon listing. Go deep. Check and make sure it's not a variation listing. That sounds like it might be a variation listing. And then also make sure that the buy box is rotating. So make sure that like Amazon's not hogging all the sales, basically. So here, I'll just pull up like a quick example. If you're on Instagram, I'll do a little screen share on the YouTube here. Let me see, a window right there. Okay, sweet. So like something like this, right? So Amazon's been on this listing, but they went out of stock, and now it's like rotating pretty nicely, right? You can also see like even when they were in stock, you can see how they won most of the sales, but there's still like the occasional time where they were not making sales, and they gave it up to a third party seller, like especially like over here in this stretch. You can see they started giving up sales. So just make sure that the buy box is rotating on that. But yeah, you can probably make some money on that. I wouldn't go deep right away on something that you're not 100% confident in, though. What do you do about FBA returns that weren't returned to Amazon? The refund will get reversed on those. So they'll get refunded pretty quickly when they initiate it, but if they don't actually send it back after 30 days, it'll reverse. So those are good. Those are the ones you want. Like your customer forgot to ship it back, basically, and you end up making the same amount of money. Sweet. Can you get with famous for? Yeah, anywhere that gives you an invoice that has your address on it. Pretty much pretty much any major major website. Sweet. For FBM, do you pay the return shipping? That's gonna be the default. Yeah. You can change that in your seller settings, but you'll probably have like some negative feedback and stuff if you trying to charge for returns on Amazon, just because people expect it for free. So that's kind of up to you. Like if you want to take that risk and charge like restocking fees and that type of stuff, that's another thing you can do. To me, it just hasn't been worth the $10-15 to almost guarantee a negative feedback that's going to be hard to remove since it's FBM. Possible to stick with one item to sell or have to find new items frequently. I mean, like you could sell one item, but you're never going to grow, right? You're always just going to sell one item. So yeah, I mean, to grow, you got to find more items. Now, some items will be more replenishable than others, right? Because you can find an item that you just buy and sell over and over again. Others, you buy one time and move on to the next one from there. What up, Sadiq? How's it going, man? How many units is good for a product to buy as a new seller? Yeah, so just start with a test order. So start with like, I don't know, like 10, 20 units, that type of thing. Usually you'll want to buy for about a month worth of stock moving forward. But before you know how to like estimate a month's worth of stock, then just place a little test order, 5-10 units, see how it goes. Test the water, make sure you're not going to lose money, make a beginner mistake, that type of thing. That's also one of those where if you're documenting the progress, you're showing people what you're up to on social media. You probably have a couple people in your DMs. You can start bouncing those products off people, right? It's like, hey, how much of this would you buy? They'll start doing the same to you, right? You can all share some product ideas and all that kind of stuff and roll from there. So Adidas is restricted. Yeah, it's been like that for I don't know, a month or two, something like that. I would expect that one to roll back around. If not, plenty of other profitable brands to sell. Sweet, yeah. Let me know what else you guys are running into. I'll probably hang out here for a couple more minutes here, and then I'm gonna go probably work on the old golf swing, a little Friday night activities, right? It's been beautiful up here today. When you buy a product get ungated, does the invoice need the supplier's address? Not necessarily. It'll help because technically Amazon likes to see that, but it's not necessarily it's not a requirement on every invoice. If they really start giving you a pain about it, you can like annotate it in like red text and add on. Don't like try to Photoshop your invoices or anything, but as long as you're making it obvious that you yourself added some extra information just for their purposes. Like sometimes I'll take a red pen digitally and circle over stuff to make it easier to look at and that type of stuff, right? But don't try to make it look like it was originally on there. They don't want you to obviously like doctor up your invoices and stuff. That's a no-go for sure. Sweet. Yeah, and if you weren't here at the beginning, we also got the box and public launch going down on Monday afternoon. So that will be coming out very soon for you guys. It's our brand new inventory management tool. So it has been helping us ship inventory off to Amazon way faster. We've been getting faster check-in times using 2D barcodes with it as well. And it's cheaper than what you're probably already using. And if you're using Seller Central, the game's about to change for you. Shipping off to Amazon's about to get way easier. Do you use a third-party IP alert? Yeah, I mean, I just use SellerAmp for that for the most part. Guilty of doctoring a couple docs. Got to be careful with that stuff, man. You probably won't get caught, but the one time you do it, your account's gone. Like they're not very forgiving on that type of stuff. If you're trying to pull a fast one on Amazon. Sweet. Yeah, someone was asking for the Discord. Yeah, so Jordan, if you check out the link I just dropped on the YouTube chat there, that is our free Discord. You can go hang out with some other Amazon sellers there, talk shop, all that kind of stuff. And for any of you guys who are like on the beginner side, that also comes with a few hours of videos, some like PDF guides, some stuff that helps you with like auto ungates. Lot of free value in there. Yeah, it's free, so you can check that out and get the ball rolling there. Thoughts on Costco or Sam's FBM as a beginner? I mean, you can source from there. There's no competitive advantage, right? Everyone's buying at the same price for the most part on Costco and Sam's, right? So if you find a deal, there's nothing that keeps other people from finding the same deal and just ripping that over and over again. Now if it's like a limited drop, they didn't have very much, you can buy it until it's out of stock, then yeah, go for it. But most of your good products will probably be, it was on sale, plus you used a coupon code at the same time, and you stacked like a nice cashback rewards, right? That's going to be way more profitable long term than just buying stuff at straight retail price. You have everything to start as far as materials, money to buy to flips what you're waiting on. Just keep working the job for another couple weeks, that type of thing. You can also, if you're like super strapped on capital, you can start something service-based business for like the short run, or just help someone who does. Like when I was trying to build up Amazon Capital early days, I helped like a moving company, so I was helping people move furniture in the southern heat for 30 an hour. You do what you got to do, man. Reinvested that back into to Amazon products, and you're good to go. Not the typical advice that you'll get on like the side hustle side of social media, but a job or a traditional income is not always the worst thing to pair with your side hustle, your business. Thanks, Chief. Got you, Jordan. You live in a territory outside the state. Should you use the post here for FBA? Yeah, I would just do all. I would do all prep center if I were you, then, man. Get a prep center in a state with no sales tax. That goes for any of you guys who are, in Europe, South America, wherever, right? Anywhere that's not the lower states. Just use a prep center and do it that way. If we erase your memory and have to start from scratch, do you have plans, man? Do you have some new device that's gonna erase my memory? You start wholesale, RA or OA? I would do RA OA hybrid for the first 2 months, because you'll make the fastest money doing retail arbitrage, but it's the least scalable money. And then yeah, after 2 months, you should be good enough at OA that the RA hourly rate is way less than you're making doing OA. And then after you have plenty of money, you're doing 100K a month or so with OA, then I'd start to touch wholesale at that point. So you DoorDash for money? Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, so you take the DoorDash profits, you buy a couple profitable items, and eventually you won't need the DoorDash anymore. You'll just have plenty of capital built up from the business. That's what's up. That's awesome. As a beginner, yeah, ungating's the same as in any country, Johnny. So you can just check out, like, we've got a free video on YouTube on ungating you can check out. You just get an invoice for 10 units, submit that type of thing. Channel keeps me motivated not to give up. Yeah, keep it going, man. It is not easy. From talking to a lot of successful Amazon sellers, somewhere around like the 2-month mark is where things start to really click. So you can make your first, 5 or 10 grand in sales within that first 2 months, pretty realistically, if you're spending, a little bit of time on it every day. And then after that 2-month mark, it'll start to click, and you really start to be making some money on that type of stuff. That's obviously very up to you. That's very subjective, however hard you want to work at it. But that's what I hear from a lot of successful sellers. For me, it was longer than that because I had no good information out at the time. I gave up one time, came back around to it, and it made sense. So don't be like me. But yeah, there was no good info at the time. No one was really just hopping on YouTube and hanging out, right? You don't see a video on prep centers? Yeah, I have a couple, man. Tip on ungating brands is just starting out doing RA. A lot of retail arbitrage brands will be auto ungates. So you can do that, and then if you start seeing a brand RA a lot more often and it's been profitable, then just get like an OA invoice for it, basically. I've been doing it 2 months and you're at $3,500 in sales. Yeah, that's what's up. That's pretty typical, right? I see some people, they hop on and they do like 10, 20K in their first month. Those are definitely the outliers, right? Those are the people who are really getting after it. Most people do a few $1,000 in their first couple months. It's like, okay, I'm starting to get it. And then, here by Q4, Dig, I've been seeing you on the streams and stuff. You've been taking it seriously. It'll start to really make sense. You probably make some pretty good money off Q4, but it's not one of those like instant things, which is why it's so important to start right now. Because Q4 is like insane. Like it is probably at least twice as easy to make money during Q4 as anything else. But if you wait till Q4 to start, then it's not. It's still going to be hard. How old are you? I am 24, Nick. I'm getting old now. Sweet. How much RA versus OA do you do? About 95% OA. A little bit of wholesale, the occasional RA item, but not super often. Sweet. I'm gonna end the Instagram stream over here. I'm at 1%. If you want to go hang out for the last couple minutes, you can hop over to YouTube. Do you recommend an LLC? Talk to a CPA on that type of stuff, man. Probably an LLC is good for now, but yeah, talk to a CPA for your position. For me, it made sense in my state to switch to an S corp when we were making 40K profit, which was less than I expected for that switch to make sense. But yeah. Anthony, attach something new. Take like a picture of the item, tracking number, anything like that, right? Anything that you can use to prove that you actually bought that item. Yeah, it is Walker. If you bought on Gumroad, you can still access everything. We keep it updated and stuff. Ahead of your time. I just I didn't have fun. I didn't want to do like the party college route. It was boring. So I just built businesses instead. It was more fun. Plus it's easier when you're young. I don't know, like a lot of people like, they'll look at young people who are doing well, but we have no distractions. We have no kids, no family, no 9-to-5 job, obviously, for most of us who have done something entrepreneur for a while. So we are on easier mode relatively. Still got young energy, all that. You're warned about Walmart product sourcing. What a 9% gift card discount and no sales tag. Yeah, it could make it worth it, man. Look at the or I guess if you're using gift cards, you can't. But you could also look at the Walmart credit card. You get 5% back with Walmart credit card. Are DVDs and books a good way to scale? Those are probably the worst way to scale, but they're the best way to get high ROI dollars spent when you are in the early stages. So you'd only want to do that like right when you're a new Amazon seller, probably. Would you recommend to start without an LLC? I started without one. I was a broke college kid, so I had nothing to protect. If you have a house or a family, that type of thing, it's probably a good idea. But again, I would talk to a CPA on that. And yeah, I started doing mostly FBA, but no one was around to tell me how powerful FBM was. So I am here to tell you how powerful FBM is. Do FBM to start. Do a little bit of a hybrid. Do you recommend FBA Roadmap for beginners? Yeah, Mac. Walk you kind of 0 to 100 guide for you for sure. Most people who join are either like complete beginners who want to hit 10, 20, 30K months, or they're already doing that and they want a couple sourcing methods, some higher level stuff, some access to talk to us fairly often. That helps them scale to 100K a month and beyond, that type of thing. Plus, there's a 2-week money back on that too. So if you don't like it, just shoot me a message. We'll refund you on that. You're 44, so you're late to the game. You're never late to the game. You're here, right? There's a lot of people who will never show up to the game. They will constantly complain about how they don't make enough money while doing nothing to make their life better. So you're at least not doing that, right? How'd you know if you're able to sell in RA? Check like if you go into SellerAmp, just press the button that like lets you check your gating basically. Is there still time to FBM for back to school? Yeah, that's just getting started, man. Yeah, we're just getting started with back to school stuff. The real peak back to school demand will probably start hitting in a week or so, and it'll be here for around a month. And then it'll still be pretty high until early September. Sweet. I'm probably just gonna go ahead and wrap up here. Good vibes for a nice little Friday night stream here. I'm gonna go hit the range. I'm gonna be a PGA pro very soon, obviously, right? So you guys have a good Friday night. Have a good weekend. And on Monday we'll be I'll probably stream before then. But we got the box and public release on Monday. So lots of fun stuff on the way.